Hi, it's Hans at ahappierman.com. Today's topic is weight training and your hands, meaning your hands that you use to hold the weight, not the Hans that who I am. But I guess regarding your hands, it's critical that your hands feel good for weight training in addition to your normal life. You know, if you have hand pain, finger pain, wrist pain, hand or weakness in any of those, it makes just your whole life kind of tough, right? You just can't do the things you do. Now, I've always kind of prided myself on being strong, even back before I started weight training, but I never really had the big giant hands that some guys have. And so if you have those big giant hands that some guys have, you know, it's weight, you can be less careful. There's more margin for error. You know, if you grew up farming, if you grew up as a tradesman, if you worked as a farmer or a tradesman, you know, quite a few years, you normally are going to have those, your hands are going to get bigger and stronger and more durable. But let's just say most of us don't have that, right? Most of us nowadays are working at fairly soft jobs. You know, yeah, we have to type on the computer and use our minds, and we're thinking and planning and doing all kinds of cool things in our work life, but we're not swinging a hammer, we're not digging ditches, or we're not baling hay or throwing hay bales around or pushing cattle now, or even, you know, working a construction job, electricianing, carpenter, plumbing, you know, where those guys, yeah, you, by the nature of your work, your hands are going to get bigger, stronger, tougher, and more resilient. So I guess what I'm saying, for the normal guys who don't have that, you have to be more careful in how you operate your life and weight train and do things physical or even non-physical on the side, so you don't hurt your hands and don't suffer and don't make your life tough. You know, right now, kind of dealing with some pain in my in both thumbs, actually, especially my left thumb. I twisted my wrist, just doing something kind of dumb on my overseas trip a few months ago, and it's taken time for that to heal. And now I'm finding I really have to wrap my wrists for almost every single exercise, just to kind of, while I weight train, just to get through it. Whereas I used to just do the wrist straps for my heavy pressing movements. Now I'm finding I really need them for even curls in most of my warm-ups, and it's kind of annoying. But since I don't want to stop lifting entirely until this heals, I'm kind of forced to use the wrist straps. So that is a good tip, is to get yourself some good wrist straps so you can kind of make it through your training sessions without dealing with too much pain. And then you got to always be cognizant of how you're holding the barbells, how you're holding the dumbbells, to put your wrist in the natural position and to not let something harmful happen to you while weight training. And even just dealing with the weights, right? If you're picking up a 45-pound plate from the floor to lift it up to put on your squat rack or press, that's heavy, right? And you're using your hands and you're already getting tired, so it becomes even more so. So it's really, these are all simple tips that I hope you kind of take to heart, so you don't hurt yourself and don't have to suffer so much. Like I said, I've been trying to be careful on all of this, and yet in spite of being careful, I still am dealing with this, where my thumb is very, very sore, very, very weak feeling, and it's kind of throwing off how I like to live my life. So give that idea some thought, all for now.